Hello YouTube, Troq here. I'm doing a different video today. And this video has spawned from this tweet I read. Recently I've seen, both on Twitter and a little bit on Reddit, some people claiming the character of Starfire from Teen Titans isn't as strong in the 2003 cartoon as she is in the comics. I think this video kind of debunked that theory because I feel like that all that does is breathe ignorance. Like if you see this tweet right here, you'd see just how stupid that belief is. I'm censoring the username because I just don't want to drag this out. I want to be respectful of others because, yeah, I know it's just their opinion, but I still would like to debunk it and show that 2003 Starfire is a strong, capable character, despite what some people might say. So here we go. Also, warning, if you're a fan of Teen Titans Go, I would not recommend this video for you because there will be a lot of Teen Titans Go bashing in this video. Because I think it's an awful show that should have been canceled years ago. So, this is your warning just in case. So, the character of Starfire from Teen Titans debuted in New Teen Titans #1 in 1980 as part of the second incarnation of the famous superhero team, the Teen Titans. After years of appearing as a major character in those stories, Starfire was later adapted along with 4 out of the 7 members of the second incarnation of the Teen Titans, Robin, Beast Boy, Cyborg, Raven, in 2003 hit superhero action cartoon Teen Titans 2003. I put 2003 to differentiate it from Go for obvious reasons, and thus became a mainstay character. But unfortunately, over the years, people have come to assume that in comparison to the comic counterpart, she's not as strong and a little too airheaded and bubbly. I wouldn't say that. I think it's untrue, so I'm going to analyze why. And I'm going to use a specific episode to help my case here. The episode is from Season 4. It's called Troq. Plot of the episode is the Teen Titans meet this alien hero who needs their help with some mission he's doing. But during the mission, he repeatedly treats Starfire poorly and calls her a word called Troq, which later revealed to be basically a word that's kind of like the N-word for Tamaranians, which is Starfire's species. I think some of it comes from Starfire in the show being portrayed as having a naive nature, which isn't just part of the show, honestly. In the comics, she had kind of a naive nature herself, such as this panel where she misunderstands the slang when this guy calls her a mama, and she says in return, "I'm sure you're a great mother yourself," not understanding the slang there, which is also in the 2003 show prevalently, such as in the second episode Sisters, where a guy says to Starfire, "Hey, are you digging the scene?" And she says, "I didn't know we were supposed to bring shovels to this." Also, I've noticed some people like to consider Starfire to be an airhead, which I disagree with, because just because she's naive does not mean she's stupid. Like, throughout many times in the show, she has proved to be smart. And plus, if you want to rag about her saying the beginning of every sentence, trust me, she does a lot more times go to an annoying measure because that show's a piece of garbage. So trust me, it's not that bad here, and she only does it because she's trying to grasp Earth language because she's not familiar with it as much as most people would be. Again, if she wasn't smart, she wouldn't be able to detect when a bad thing is happening, but she is able to detect and know the difference between good and bad in the show, so she's able to defend herself and her friends because she knows what's good and what's bad because she actually does have intelligence. I mean, yeah, she can make mistakes, but again, that's what being a person is all about. Anyway, let's get to the main point here. We're going to dissect the episode Troq to show just how strong and powerful the character Starfire is, not just with her strength, but with the way she's characterized. As you can see, for most of the episode, Starfire is shown for most of the episode just taking the abuse she's getting from Valior here, when he keeps calling her stuff like Troq. It's later revealed part of the reason why, though, is that she's only doing it because she feels getting into an argument with him would only stall their mission, and in her eyes, their mission is more important than getting into an argument about her feelings. In a way, putting her feelings aside and putting the mission in front, which I think is very noble of her, that she's understanding what's the most important thing here, even if it's at the expense of her. It's kind of like that one scene with Star Trek 2 where Spock says, but even though she has to take it for the most part, there are luckily some elements to show where she does break free and give the guy a little bit of her mind. Like when Valior asks her to grab these boxes and she says to him, why can't you do it if you're so strong? And another scene where he tells her to stay on the ship during the mission and she says, you don't tell me what to do, because I think we all know there's only one man in her life she'll allow to tell her what to do. Oh yeah, it's this guy. And then later, when he says to her that she can stay on the planet that's going to be destroyed if she wants, and pinches her chin to condescend her, she slaps his hand away as she's not going to take crap from him, showing that she's strong and fierce and is willing to stick up for herself. All in all, this eventually leads up to the most important part of this episode, where when Valior is in a sticky situation where he's about to get killed here, Starfire actually does something really impressive. She risked her life to save his ass, despite the fact that this guy treated her like crap this entire episode, even saying, despite you not caring about me, I still care about you, which is, I know, is weird because this guy treated her like complete and utter horse shit, but who knows. But yeah, she risked her life because it was the right thing to do, that despite this guy treating like crap, he didn't deserve death, so she risked her life to save him, which I think is a very strong thing to do and a very overlooked moment in the entirety of the show. On a side note, I liked how Robin was willing to stand up for Starfire when she told him that Valior was mistreating her, and I don't think he wanted to tell on him off just because he had a crush on her. I think even if he didn't, he would still have done it anyway because of the care he has for his teammates. It shows the kind of leader he is and how much he cares for his teammates and would do anything to help defend and protect them. But enough about him now, since Robin is the subject of this video. It's Starfire, so back to Starfire. Now let's go on to some of Starfire's powers and abilities. Multiple times throughout the show, Starfire is known to be very acrobatic or combat style. Like for example, here in the episode Forces of Nature, there's this one scene where when her and Beast Boy are fighting Thunder and Lightning, she runs up a wall and does a backflip over one of the two. And there's a scene in the episode Fear itself when the Titans are fighting the stuff in the video store that came to life due to Control Freak's remote. There's this one cool scene where Starfire bounces off a wall and sends multiple energy bolts towards the living cash register near her, showing that she's very acrobatic with her abilities. At the end of the episode, I think is another important moment for her because it shows her maturity of how she handled all these situations here. At the end of the episode Troq, Starfire gives a speech about how, to her, it doesn't matter what people say about you, as long as you know who you truly are inside, which I think is a very important message, and I think it makes sense being coming from her, as she doesn't care at the end what this guy thinks of her, that she knows that she is worthy of existing. That speech, I also think, helps signify her as a very strong character here, and how she handles the situation with a healthy mindset. And yeah, that's about it. That shows how Starfire is a strong, capable female character, and not the ditzy airhead this person seems to think she is. So with that in mind, hope you enjoyed this video essay, and I hope you return to watch more content on my channel, and have a good day.